Hello, NBA fans. Every day we have news about the Los Angeles Lakers. I'm a Lakers fan and I ask for your help by subscribing to the channel and giving me your thumbs up. If the Lakers were to make a player trade with the Sacramento Kings, it could improve their defense and, at the same time, their three-point shooting percentage. To finalize this deal, the Lakers could send two inconsistent players, Dalton Knecht and Jackson Hayes. And the Lakers would reinforce the rotation with two young and athletic players, Keon Ellis and Devin Carter. These two reinforcements are not famous or stars, but the Lakers don't need stars, as they already have a high-level trio, Luka Doncic, LeBron James, and Austin Reeves. What the Lakers need are players to have a strong rotation, good defensively, and with good three-point shooting. Lakers could solve their defensive woes with a simple move. The Los Angeles Lakers could get Keon Ellis and Devin Carter from the Kings for virtually free if they can convince Sacramento that Dalton Knecht jumpstarts their rebuild. Ellis is an elite defender and career 43.1% three-point shooter, but is struggling to get minutes. Carter was a lottery pick in 2024 that the Kings talked about dumping in the offseason, subscription required. One team's castoffs could quickly turn into gold for the Lakers. LA is 17th in defensive rating, but has their eyes set on title contention. They hope LeBron James can offer a boost. Betting on a 40-year-old to revamp an entire unit seems foolish even if he is the GOAT. The Lakers want to be top 10 and need a strong point-of-attack defender to realize that. Ellis could be that option, and Devin Carter has sneaky defensive upside. The Lakers would get younger with two players who fit Luka Doncic's timeline. They have traded Knecht once before and are likely to do so again. This time, the deal sticks and raises the Lakers' ceiling. Lakers should trade for Keon Ellis in less than 1 month. Here is a look at the specifics of this trade. Los Angeles Lakers receive Keon Ellis and Devin Carter. Sacramento Kings receive Dalton Knecht, Jackson Hayes. 2030 first-round pick swap. This could turn into a genius trade by the Lakers. No franchise has been more dysfunctional than the Kings in recent years, so they bet on Sacramento remaining a nightmare by offering a first-round pick swap. Sacramento is not developing either player and clearly would like to move on from both. There is no way they say no. The Lakers throw in Dalton Knecht and Jackson Hayes to make the salary work. Knecht was out of the rotation when LeBron James returned. They would be thin at the 5 behind DeAndre Ayton, but this deal allows head coach J.J. Redick to go small in the second unit. Los Angeles wants to put shooting and defense around Luka Doncic. Ellis offers both and gives them a true 3-and-D guard without mortgaging the one tradable first-round draft pick at their disposal. Ellis will be an unrestricted free agent in the offseason, but the Lakers have a ton of cap space. They could explore his fit before determining if they want to pay him long-term. LA desperately needs a young talent with upside. Devin Carter has struggled in his first 2 NBA seasons, but he was a lottery pick for a reason. The Lakers would be buying low and could help the 6'2" guard reach his ceiling. Fans may not love this trade, but it could turn into Knecht and Hayes for Ellis and Carter straight up if the Kings are worse than the Lakers in 2030. Los Angeles fills a need and gets two young talents as they attempt to build their roster around number 77. The Los Angeles Lakers will be active and aggressive, and it is an underrated move like this that could lift them into title contention. LA has the top-end talent, but needs the right group of role players. Getting two potential difference makers at a low cost seems like a no-brainer for the purple and gold. DeAndre Ayton reveals Lakers' strength amid 11-4 start to season. The Los Angeles Lakers continued their strong start to the season, improving to 11-4 following their 140-126 win against the Utah Jazz on Tuesday night, a game in which LeBron James made his season debut after returning from a nerve injury. While the high-scoring game may not completely indicate it, the Lakers' defense was a huge part of the win, and it's something that DeAndre Ayton has come to realize is one of the team's strengths. "I'm starting to realize this team, what gets us going is our defensive stops. That's what keeps our momentum push," Ayton said following the win. "You got dudes like Marcus Smart, LeBron, when he comes out there, he's trying to protect the rim, and Jackson Hayes, bringing that energy, closing out possessions, that's what gets everybody riled up and going. For his part, DeAndre Ayton has added to the Lakers' defense as a solid rim deterrent early in this season. Through the team's first 15 games, Ayton is in the top 5 on the roster in terms of defensive rating at 114.4, as per StatMuse. That actually ties him with Marcus Smart, who is one of the Lakers' leaders on the defensive end. Overall, Ayton has been a huge plus for the Lakers, thriving in his role as the team's starting center. He's appeared in 14 games at a little over 30 minutes per game. He's averaging 16.5 points and 8.8 rebounds with splits of 69.9% shooting from the field and 56.5% shooting from the free throw line. LeBron James' impact on Lakers defense. As mentioned by Ayton, LeBron James is one of the players on the roster who helps set the tone for the team's defense. Last season, Lakers head coach J.J. Redick often called James the quarterback of the team's defense. With James returning from injury, as well as the added wear and tear of playing an unprecedented 23rd season in the league, Redick discussed how his role defensively might look this year. "I think it'll be similar to last year. We're not going to ask him to chase around primary scorers for 40 minutes a game, it's just not what he's able to do. It's him being just the voice, the communicator for our defense, providing the necessary physicality in terms of his shifts and closeouts," Redick said prior to the Utah game. "He was the best we had on our team last year, so he's capable of doing all that stuff. His ability to execute what we're trying to do is at a very high level. And I'm sure any coach that's had him, he's been unable to do that on the defensive end." Lakers fans should take notice of LeBron James' latest Luka Doncic push. The Los Angeles Lakers didn't need LeBron James to climb to a 10-4 record. The four-time NBA champion had to wait for several weeks before making his season debut because of a sciatica injury, and his team was rolling in his absence. He then became the first player in NBA history to suit up for at least 23 seasons, and all eyes were on him in the game against the Utah Jazz. However, as Dan Woik of The Athletic pointed out, he wanted to make sure Luka Doncic got the attention he deserved. LeBron James officially passes the torch to Luka Doncic. Per Woik's report, James actually pushed for Doncic to be introduced last with the starters. LeBron James stood out by fitting in during his season debut, wrote Woik. For example, a source tells me he pushed for Luka Doncic to be introduced last with the starters. James was introduced first. While that might look like a minor detail, it actually speaks volumes. It was an unofficial passing of the torch from one future Hall of Famer to another. James also made sure to take a back seat to Doncic and Austin Reeves, not forcing shots, playing off the ball and finishing with just 11 points. "I can fit in with anybody," James said after the game. "I don't even understand why that was a question. What's wrong with these people? I can ride with anybody." James is one of the most cerebral players to ever lace them up, but this is uncharted territory for him. It will be the first time in his career that he won't be the face of the franchise or the primary ball handler. Even so, it seems like he's more than ready to hand the keys to the next generation. In less than a month with the Lakers, Ayton surpasses Anthony Davis's record with the Mavs. Ayton has more minutes than Davis. Anthony Davis arrived in Dallas at the beginning of February, but since then, he has already been injured twice, which has kept him out for long periods. The former Laker has only 14 regular season games with his new team, totaling 425 minutes on the court. In Los Angeles, things seem to be working better. Of the 15 games played by our team so far this season, that is, in less than a month, Ayton has missed only one of them, which brings him to the same number of games that Davis has with the Mavs in almost 3 months. But that's not all. In these 14 games, Ayton has already accumulated 425 minutes on the court, 10 more than Anthony in Dallas, which demonstrates the good consistency of our new center, directly impacting the results. Averaging just over 30 minutes per game, DeAndre Ayton has contributed very positively both defensively and offensively. He positioned himself very well on offense, which allowed him to receive several aerial passes, mainly from Luka Doncic and LeBron James. And more, In these 14 games he played, he recorded a double-double in points and rebounds 7 times, with only one loss in which this happened. In other words, Ayton achieved a double-double in 50% of the Lakers' games. DeAndre Ayton has been one of the best surprises for the Los Angeles Lakers since he was signed in the offseason, with a great presence in the paint and good offensive play as well. He has been one of the team's key defensive players, in addition to maintaining excellent consistency. So much so that, in less than a month, he has already surpassed a record set by Anthony Davis with the Dallas Mavericks. Marcus Smart and Lukas Doncic are standing out this season. The 2025-26 NBA season is about to complete a month, and 2 Los Angeles Lakers players are among those who have recorded the best statistics so far, Luka Doncic and Marcus Smart. The Slovenian, in fact, leads the main category. Luka Doncic leads the NBA in points. The league's main statistic, points average, is currently led by Luka Doncic, who has recorded 34.4 points in the games he has participated in so far. Second place is Giannis Antetokounmpo, a little further behind, with an average of 32.6. The Slovenian, however, does not appear among the top 5 scorers. The one ahead is Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, with 456 points scored. But since he played more games than Luka, he is in 3rd position in the points average conversion. Doncic has 344 points and is in 9th place in the ranking. The Lakers star also appears among the highest assist averages, with 8.9 per game, the 5th best of the season so far. In total numbers, he has 89. New Lakers signing Smart shouldn't even be in the starting lineup, but he earned the spot due to injuries to LeBron James and Gabe Vincent and hasn't disappointed, especially on defense. The point guard has the 3rd highest average steals of the season, with 2.2 per game. The top 2 players have 2.3, it's a close race. In total numbers, Smart, who once had 7 steals in a single game, has 24 and is tied for 4th place with 4 other names, Mikal Bridges, Jeremiah Fears, Ryan Rollins, and Derek White, his former teammate on the Boston Celtics. Despite an 11-4 start, J.J. Redick remains unsure about LA Lakers' key strategy. The Los Angeles Lakers are off to their best start to a regular season since the 2020-21 campaign. With an 11-4 record, the Los Angeles Lakers are currently the 4th seed in the Western Conference and are on a 3-game winning streak. Moreover, superstar LeBron James is finally back from his sciatica injury and dropped an amazing Magic Johnson-esque stat line during his season debut. Albert Breer on Shadur Sanders, Lions struggles, Pete Carroll's future. Do you think this will be LeBron James' final season? By this point in the season, one would assume that head coach J.J. Redick has figured out a consistent starting lineup for the Lakers. However, that's not the case. J.J. Redick is open to experimenting with LA Lakers starting lineup. Photo by Todd Kirkland/Getty Images. Right now, the trio of James, Luka Doncic, and Austin Reeves unarguably holds the 3 starting spots in the lineup. In addition, DeAndre Ayton's solid start has cemented him in the center spot. But the final starting lineup spot is something that Coach Redick is open to experimenting with as the season goes on. It was good. I think there were stretches that were really good, there were stretches I didn't think were great, Redick said via Daniel Starkland after a 140-126 win over the Utah Jazz. He added, "We're going to make decisions based on how the team is playing and how the groups work together. I'm not beholden to one thing throughout the season. But I feel comfortable with that lineup. They played a ton of minutes together at the end of last season, minus DA. So we'll continue to build on that." It feels like Coach Redick wants to increase the sample size of lineups with James in them to make a decision about the starting 5. Last season, the Lakers were somewhat restricted in making changes to their roster due to a lack of depth. But thanks to a terrific offseason, the Lakers now have incredible depth at each position. Thus, giving Coach Redick a freer hand at experimenting with lineups. Position: Starter. Bench: 3rd. Point guard: Luka Doncic, Gabe Vincent, Nick Smith Jr. Shooting guard: Austin Reeves, Marcus Smart, Bronny James. Small forward. LeBron James. Jake LaRavia. Dalton Connect. Power forward. Rui Hachimura. Jared Vanderbilt. Adu Thiero. Center. DeAndre Ayton. Jackson Hayes. Maxi Kleber. The only caution that the second-year head coach needs to take is not making too many changes and ruining the chemistry. Luka Doncic, sharing court with LeBron James on Lakers is special. For the first time this season, LeBron James was able to suit up alongside Luka Doncic, Austin Reeves, and the rest of the Los Angeles Lakers as they took down the Utah Jazz, 140-126. And just by stepping on the court Tuesday night, James made history as he became the first player in NBA history to play 23 seasons. The fact that he is still playing is impressive enough, but LeBron also remains one of the best players in the league today. In his season debut, James was mainly a facilitator for the Lakers, dishing out 12 assists with just one turnover to go along with 11 points in the victory. James and Doncic haven't had a ton of games played together yet, but they already have decent chemistry on the court. As for what Luka enjoys most in playing with LeBron, the superstar simply loves sharing the court with the all-time great. Honestly, just sharing the court with him. It's the 23rd season. It's insane, Doncic said after the game. Just sharing the court with him is special. He sees things that other people can't. He's here to help us all, so it's amazing. It's only his first game back, and he plays amazing, so I'm excited to play some more. James and Doncic are truly two of the greatest creators this game has ever seen. Their combination of court vision and basketball IQ are second to none and allows them to create for themselves and teammates in a way few are capable of. Add in Reeves and it can be argued that the Lakers have the best trio of creators in the NBA. LeBron was able to ease himself in offensively, but once things got comfortable the Lakers began operating at an entirely different level. The ball movement became infectious and Doncic and James were able to create wide-open looks for everyone as they pulled away from the Jazz. The fact that LeBron is still able to do this in his 23rd NBA season remains incredible and Luka understands that it truly is special to be able to play with someone like him. Luka Doncic wants Lakers to keep building chemistry game by game. The game against the Jazz gave everyone a glimpse of what the Lakers are capable of when healthy. The offense was gorgeous and the defense was scrambling as everyone locked in when they needed to. And now that the Lakers have their full roster available, Doncic wants to continue building on the chemistry they've established so far this season.